Alright, welcome to another video. I'm on my way to work, and the reason why I'm not staring at the camera is because I'm driving and I don't want to be dangerous, but I really had this thought, and like I said, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be staring at the camera and looking at you guys, but this is a thought that kind of got me going this morning, and it's something I kind of always think of, and it's that aspect of, you know, all my life I've always asked why. I've always asked why. Like, why does something have to be a certain way? Why do you have to do it this way? Why do you have to do it this way? Why do you have to go to college, and then why do you have to get a job? I mean, I did those things, but you know, I feel like when I was younger, my nature is to ask why, and then society sort of beat that out of me a little bit. That question in nature. And like I said, I mean, I've always asked why. Like, why do you have to, as soon as you graduate, or as soon as you get a job, or as soon as you earn some money, why do you have to buy a house instead of renting? Why can't you rent for a little while, stay mobile, figure out what you really want before you dump a big down payment into a house, and then get locked into a 30-year mortgage where the first 5 or 6 years you're paying mostly interest anyway? Why do you have to live in a neighborhood where there's a bunch of houses around you and your neighbor's right there, and I mean, you have privacy but not really, you know? Like, it's like this thing that we tricked ourselves into. We have these little like ant farm neighborhoods, I guess you could say, where the houses are mushed together. There's not that, you know, you don't have a good sized yard. Sorry. Woo! You don't have you don't have your own space. You're like, it's shoved in like this like ant farm of a neighborhood, and that's how most neighborhoods are laid out. Why do you have to do that? Why can't I work as hard as I want? Why can't I work as hard as hell and go after what I want in life? You know, achieve financial freedom and ultimate freedom, and eventually, when I do decide to buy a house, which is not going to be for a long time, build one of my own where I can say exactly how I want it. Piece of land where it's all mine, right? Where there's not, you know, a neighbor 10 feet from my wall. Why can't you do that, right? Why? And I think that served me well in life. And not in a braggadocious way, because I'm not here talking to you like I'm a millionaire or anything like that, but I think it has served me well and will continue to serve me well, because I feel like if I never asked those why questions, even if they were just in my head subconsciously, I feel like I would have never, you know, tried entrepreneurship, or not tried entrepreneurship, because that sounds stupid. You know, I would have never gone all in on entrepreneurship, you know? Sorry for yawning. It's been a long, busy couple days, but it's been great. But yeah, so I think it's served me well, and will continue to serve me well in my entrepreneurial journey, in my life, in my my chase and my growth towards ultimate freedom lifestyle. And you know, I encourage you also to ask why always. Why does it have to be done this way? Why do you have to do it this way? Why do you have to live life this way? Why do you have to get this car? Why do you have to get this house? Why do you have to do this? Why do you have to settle for only getting 2 weeks vacation per year? Sorry, I had a little itch there. Why do you have to settle for only getting 2 weeks of vacation per year? Why? You can't see the world off 2 weeks a year. It's impossible. Even if you did that your whole life till retirement, it's impossible. Plus, tomorrow's not guaranteed. Tomorrow's not guaranteed, you know? So why are you gonna sit back and settle for 2 weeks this year, when one of those weeks you're gonna spend with family, which is awesome, but that's not gonna be traveling, right? So you're going to have 1 week of traveling per year. You know what I mean? And most people don't even travel during that 1 week or 2 week period, they go to like one state away. And that's traveling, but I'm talking about going out of the country, getting out of your comfort zone. Going to do crazy things, staying in a hostel, staying with other people, meeting local people, experiencing different cultures, eating different foods, trying new things, getting super uncomfortable, being spontaneous and adventurous, buying a one-way ticket somewhere and staying there for a month. You can't do that in a job. And that's one of my motivations, right? That's one of my biggest motivations right there. Is because a lot of the times, I want to be all those things I just said, I want to do all those things, but you can't disappear for a month on a whim if you have a job. And that's the beauty, and that's the opportunity that is the internet. The opportunity that people like Tim Ferriss recognized early on and have lived a great life ever since, and have traveled and have seen the world and are better because of it. All people that I've known in this life, all people that I've known throughout my life that have traveled a lot, have always been better, more interesting people than people that have never traveled. And that's not a black and white type of generalization, but it definitely seems like the more interesting type of people are the people that have traveled more and experienced more things. And I want that, and I desire that, and I'm going to get that. Okay? Profit Engine, day 34 of these YouTube videos. We're about to hit week 3 of Profit Engine. We're going to get ads up and running by next Friday. Not this coming Friday, but by the next Friday, or Thursday probably. Stoked about it. And, just ask why. Just ask why. Just ask why. And this is just a pre-work rant. The quality, Tony Robbins says, the quality of your life is determined directly by the quality of the questions that you ask. And that's that you ask yourself, and that you ask other people, and that you ask about society, and about what society and what life has laid out for you to do. Sometimes it's not your best interest. Most of the time, things that society tell you to do are in society's best interest. Going $100,000 in debt for college is in society's best interest. Is in the college's best interest, not yours. Going through the school system your whole life just to be trained to be an employee is in society's best interest, not yours. Now, there's definitely a place for traditional schooling, and there's definitely a place for traditional college, and there's 150,000,000% a place for good teachers, and they should be paid more. But the school system does need a massive reform. It needs to teach people how to think. It needs to teach people the opportunities that are out there. It needs to teach people how to find opportunities. It needs to teach people how to manage money. It needs to teach people how to manage people, persuade people, sell. It needs to teach people how to sell, whether you're selling in person or online or just selling yourself. It needs to teach people how to sell. And it needs to teach people how to become entrepreneurs if they wish to be. Not everyone's going to be an entrepreneur, right? But not everyone's meant to be an employee either. And I think there's a far higher percentage of employees that are meant to be entrepreneurs than entrepreneurs that are meant to be employees. I think there's a little bit of both of each, but yeah. It needs to teach people, and I know you guys are loving this up angle right on me. But this is just a thought that I had today while thinking about it, and I didn't make a YouTube video yesterday, so sorry. We had some family friends in town yesterday, so I was planning on doing it after dinner, and then we walked the boardwalk a little bit, got back, and I went to bed, and I didn't remember to do this video, which is horrible, but I'll be posting 2 today. This is number 1 of the day, and then I'll get home later and I'll record a second one. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Just ask why in life, and your life will change. I guarantee it. Take it from me. Talk to you guys tomorrow.